Post Malone was on track to become a megastar, and Charlamagne could clearly sense it.
Cause you don't realize you about to be a star.
No, I think I know that.
Charlamagne therefore spent almost an hour trying to corner and embarrass his guest.
For the Black Lives Matter movement.
I don't know.
Although the whole situation completely backfired to Post Malone's benefit. It was August of 2015. Post Malone was yet to get his first tattoo and had just 6 months prior released his major breakout song. He'd done his first radio interview exactly 4 months beforehand, which went extremely well.
Put out White Iverson like 2 months ago. We just hit 2 million views like a couple days ago, which is crazy.
And to keep this momentum going, he agreed to appear on The Breakfast Club. The show is well known for being the most listened to hip-hop and R&B morning show in America and features 3 hosts, one of which being Charlamagne Tha God, who, to be fair, is usually an excellent presenter. Breakfast Club has hosted almost every rapper from Kanye West to Jay-Z, making it a massive opportunity for any up-and-coming artist, which in this case was Post Malone.
Breakfast Club, special guest in the building.
State your name, soldier.
Post Malone.
Post Malone.
The interview began extremely positively with Post and Charlamagne bonding over their support for the same football team.
He is from Dallas, and he's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
My guy.
Yeah.
And I tried my hardest.
Yeah.
However, when Poster revealed his dad also worked for the Cowboys, Charlamagne's rudesse began laughing at his dad's
He used to work for the organization.
What was he, water boy?
He does. He still works for
What
the
did he do?
organization. He's like head of concessions.
See, I said water boy. That's like kind of.
No, he in the office. He's in the office.
Head of concessions.
He's in the office.
That pissed me off more than anything was when they were basically laughing at Post Dad's concession job like, sorry, his dad works a respectful job and ain't no drug dealer would have walked out right then and there dear Charlamagne head of concession for a professional sports team is a high-level job. They aren't watching over a high school cafeteria. Post Malone responded to Charlamagne's rudesse by kindly inviting him to a Cowboys game to show.
You know, we get free tickets. We get free chicken strips.
Free hot dogs.
It's good.
So he gets free tickets.
Yeah.
That's important. Good seats.
Yeah, sweets.
Sweets.
Come on, let's go.
Which Charlamagne responded by insulting Post Malone's look.
That's why I think all white people with cornrows look stupid. But that has nothing to do with it.
No, that's
nothing
cool.
to do with you. I just think in general.
With you. I just think in general with this, then resulting in an awkward confrontation.
Are you afraid as a white rapper that you may be considered a culture vulture?
I don't think so. I'm not scared. I'm not scared because I'm not trying to be anybody that I'm not. I'm just trying to, you know, I like what I like. And I don't think I'm biting off of a certain culture or copying a certain culture or trying to be part of a certain culture because, you know, I like what I like.
Charlamagne then tried to trick Post into saying,
Say my don't dance.
Hey.
Just full of say it. Go ahead.
And do the rock away.
No, say what I just said. My
I
don't
can't.
dance.
before hitting him with another loaded question designed to damage Post Malone's
image.
What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
What?
I don't know.
Is that a serious question?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Anything?
I guess what I can do to help Black Lives Matter is I to keep making music. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Got you.
I don't know.
I would have just said nothing.
That's the type of question, you know, no matter how you answer this, dude trying to hate. However, the worst of the interview was still yet to come. Post Malone had brought his girlfriend Ashlyn onto the show, prompting Charlamagne to try and baselessly convince her that Post was going to leave her.
Yeah, she's right there.
What?
Ashlyn right here.
Yeah, she's right
Oh, hey, Ashlyn. You know he's gonna end up leaving you, right? The more
don't
famous
say
you
that.
get.
That's not true.
You know, you know the more successful you get, you're going, you know.
Charlamagne then doubled down on this when his girlfriend got on the microphone.
Sleep with other women, though. You do know that. He's gonna sleep with other women.
No, I'm not.
It's gonna happen.
So
Ashlyn.
Charlamagne said not only is he going to get urban punani, he's going to be folk, country,
Yes.
pop,
Yes.
urban AC.
Yes. A man is only as faithful as his
EDM.
options. You know that, right? You know that?
What?
A man is only as faithful as his options. I applaud you for trying to do the right thing,
I want to keep doing
but it's
it.
not gonna finish that way.
Although this had actually become Post Malone's first real chance to show his overwhelming kindness.
Listen. Here's something y'all don't get. I'm not a normal person. I'm
No,
a
you're not.
different type of man, and she's not a normal woman. She's an angel. She's an incredible person, and I don't think I'm ever gonna do nothing to ruin it.
Which ironically gave him more audience favor than if it were just a standard interview. My respect for Post Malone went up after this. He stayed cool. The whole time, the more I see a Post, the more I like him. He seems like a good. This wasn't awkward at all. He responded very well. Posty handled that better than any of us would. although not every comment was quite so positive. A small percentage of viewers hated on Ashlyn for barely saying anything, prompting Post Malone's first response to the interview by tweeting, "I'm 20, I've done about 20 interviews in my life." Before Post Malone appeared on a 106K, why to talk about Charlamagne himself?
This about Charlamagne. What's up, Charlamagne?
Homie.
Holla at me.
Ooh, say it to my face.
I'm just joking.
He's so stupid.
I mean, I get it. I mean, that's his job. I mean,
Right.
that's his job to be a troll on the radio and on the internet.
I will say
And-
you handled that very
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, you can't get too excited. Just gotta relax. It's not that.
Malone later explained in a Rolling Stone article that it might have been better to put the questions back on a Charlamagne.
Really shitty way.
I think it's really easy to come at me. Just a guy that makes music, and not only that, but I feel like it's his job to be a troll. He should have said something. Like, if you're in that situation, it's a hell of a lot different.
Of
And
course.
the internet's a funny place.
Yeah.
Yet Post Malone later explained in a Rolling Stone article that it might have been better to put the questions back on Charlamagne.
I wish I'd said, "What are you doing for Black Lives Matter?" Some sassy to shut him up like, "Maybe my music's not the best, but I know I'm not a bad person, so you're just being a hater." Charlamagne being a hater made The Breakfast Club look so bad. They wiped the episode from their official channel and website, while Posty's humility opened up unexpected opportunity. He began touring with Justin Bieber, had an extremely successful debut album launch, and gained over 1 million Instagram followers, prompting The Breakfast Club to invite him back for another interview, which Post Malone unbelievably accepted. The top comment read, "I'm not sure why Post Malone would ever return into this radio show." However, he was set to win no matter what. Either The Breakfast Club treats him disrespectfully, Post Malone keeps his call and sees growth, just like the last interview, while The Breakfast Club treats him respectfully. Post Malone again keeps his call and sees growth with Situation 2. Given the second interview began by acknowledging how poorly the previous one went. Malone expanded on this when talking to Ethan from the H3 podcast.
rough.
It
No,
didn't
that's-
though.
Did it get rough?
People always tweet me like, "Yo, you were so hard on Post Malone." How? We had a conversation.
Well, you did say that he was gonna lose his girl, but she's
And she's
still
here.
However, Charlamagne's jealousy had only gotten worse,
What's the
Couple weeks
hardest
ago.
thing? Is it like the stardom? Is it the money? Is it the
resulting in him instantly trying to sabotage Post's relationship with Justin Bieber.
mad girls in the studio?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Mad drugs,
Oh,
mad
stop.
alcohol.
Just a little
You never
weed
been over
crowd.
there?
Oh, in the studio?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh no, I mean not really.
You never been in the studio with him with a bunch of
No,
girls?
yeah, I mean not really. This man eats salmon 3 times a day, and apparently that's very good for you.
Apparently.
Yeah, but what about all the drugs?
He doesn't do a lot of drugs.
He
He
smokes
doesn't do
weed.
any
He
drugs.
smokes
actually.
weed.
Yep.
Posty kept his cool and instead did the opposite.
You and Justin really developed quite a friendship, huh?
He's a good guy, you know. I
sweet.
love him, and I have so much respect for him.
This would later bring their friendship even closer. Although in the meantime, Charlamagne was still trying to ruin Post Malone's relationship.
Hook up with Kalani, because the one with Kalani's dope.
Beautiful
Like
young
the-
lady.
No, she's super dope. She's super
Dope.
dope.
Beautiful
talented
young
too.
lady.
Super dope.
Stop
Isn't she
it.
beautiful?
Ashley, she beautiful?
Yes.
She said yes.
Yes.
Right, okay. So you're not allowed to even like acknowledge that girls are beautiful? No, you never said that. You said she was dope. You didn't say she was beautiful. So you have to ask Ashley like stuff like that?
Like,
Because I'm
in-
sure the
in
women have come
regards
at
to
you.
what?
Yeah.
Ashley
There it
right
is
there.
again. Here it is
Really trying
again.
to-
Round 2.
I'm sure the women have come with you.
Which was ironic given Charlamagne constantly talks about this man's woman and trying to get her on camera, but he goes out of his way to make sure nobody knows what his wife looks like. Posty responded by, again, inviting Charlamagne to a free football match.
You're nice.
I'm
to
going
me.
Sunday.
They gotta go with each other. Y'all gotta go with each other. Like sit
Let's
next
go.
to each other in the game.
Nah, no.
Oh, you
If
don't
you
like
could go,
me?
if you could,
No, I don't
Yeah.
dislike you, but I
Come
don't
with
like the
Tommy,
smell
you
of
can
beer
hang
and
with
cigarettes. And Post Malone smells like every beer and every cigarette that's in whatever convenience store in New York City right now. It's the new
another-
Kid Rock right here, lady.
And gentlemen with the Kid Rock comment leading to another booby-trapped question.
Trump,
I didn't vote.
tell me more. Because
About
you're
what?
young and you got a voice, I would like to know your thoughts on the current system.
Do you feel like one of them was more fit than the other, though?
I mean,
If you had-
I'm gonna talk about that with my friends.
What do you do when you experience racism? Like meaning that you're around some white people who may be being racist. How do you
I mean,
use
I
your
don't
power?
hang out with race.
Charlamagne disrespected Post Malone over.
Tweeted once that I don't know, I don't follow you on Twitter.
And over.
Did you listen to it?
Absolutely not. I might though.
What do you mean, absolutely? You might like it. You might like it.
However, Post Malone had again managed to keep his call, resulting in even more favor from the audience. Everyone is talking about how rude they were, but what stands out even more is possibility to not let them under his skin, or at least not show it. He's a great dude with a lot of compassion and love for what he does and everything. SL everyone around for him. Matter respect for this dude and the way he conducts himself, while everyone only had the opposite to say about Charlamagne. Charlamagne? Hella disrespectful. He's the product of jealousy to see a kid much younger than you living your dream. It's gotta be tough. Someone's feelings are hurt because the best they'll ever do is a morning radio show, and Post Malone dude feels stupid just by being his nice, positive self, leading Charlamagne to then invite someone dressed like Post Malone onto the show just so he could mock. It's therefore no surprise that when asked about Charlamagne a year after The Breakfast Club, Post Malone calmly told Rolling Stone he's not a good person. He hates me because I'm white and I'm different, but we're still rocking and we're still successful and he can't stop. Although this had only reignite their beef, as Charlamagne responded, I don't not like people because they're white. I just didn't like it because at the time, I thought he was whack, adding that he loves Rockstar and encourages Malone to keep growing, keep winning. Although only 10 days after this,
After reading this Rolling Stone interview, not only is his music not my cup of mayonnaise, but neither is his personality. Because you're not as talented as you think you.
Charlamagne was saying the opposite. Charlamagne then went to the effort of convincing other podcasters that Post Malone sucked.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Why? I think he's trash.
Which clearly didn't work.
I don't even understand how you are this successful and this biased. I'm not biased. You think Post Malone is a dope artist? Yes. Why? And when I met him, he was a really good guy. And he had really great.
While even Jake Paul, who had his own beef with Post Malone, told Charlamagne his attacks were baseless.
We actually went back and forth on Twitter.
Post is trash, but go ahead.
I mean, he's number one.
Still trash. You can be number one and still be trash.
Numbers don't lie, bro.
He's trash, bro. Numbers do lie sometimes. Numbers don't tell a whole tale.
All right, well.
He doesn't like Post, as you can see.
Damn Jake Paul actually taking a W. And so was Post Malone in his own land of music, beer bongs, and Bentleys release just 4 months after the Jake Paul interview, picked at #1 on every chart in every country. While Hollywood's Bleeding performed equally well, turning the Breakfast Club interviews into an insignificant chapter in Post Malone's come up. Charlamagne, however, still hadn't moved on over 2 years later.
You gotta kick 2 people out right now. You trying to kick out the rap game because you real critical about rap.
Post Malone.
Although it finally showed that he'd been somewhat humbled.
Which could also be felt during a Vlad TV interview.
I'm cool, clearly, with white people being in hip-hop. Just respect why you're here. You're here because of these people that laid the foundation for you to even have the platform of hip-hop to stand on.
One of Charlamagne's most respectful and entertaining rates is that he sticks to his guns and refuses to be a pushover, although
Case he probably should have made an exception.
Just don't be a dick, because like dicks get places, but then like at the end of the night, you're gonna not be able to fucking sleep.